Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today's video, I'm just going to show you how to do this easy cut crease. I want to show you the techniques that I use. My eyelids are a little bit different shape. They're hooded and downturned, so it's been difficult learning how to do it, and I just want to show you guys what works best for me and an easy, simple way that I do it. If you guys like how this look turned out and you want to see how to get it, then just keep on watching.
So first I'm going in with my Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette, and I'm going to go in with that shade Coconut Cream, and I'm going to use that shade to just set down the concealer that I used on my eyelids, just to make sure everything blends together nicely. Now that I've set down my concealer, I'm going to go in with this big fluffy crease brush, and I'm going to use that to apply our transition shade. So I'm going to go in with Peanut Butter. It's one of my favorite shades in this palette. It's such a warm, pretty brown shade. And I'm going to use that to blend above the crease. It's going to be the shade that goes up the highest on the eyelids. I'm putting it directly under the brow bone, as you can see. And I'm just going to blend that carefully all over in the crease, trying not to get anything on the lids. And I'm going to go into the inner corner and bring it in there as well. I've blended that all out, I'm going to go in with another crease brush. This one's just like a little bit flatter, and it's just more precise to blend out the crease shade with. I'm going to go in with the color Mousse. It's just a little bit of a cooler toned brown, and I'm going to define the crease a little bit more with this and start flicking it out, as you can see. And I'm going to blend that all in the crease, a little bit under that first shade that I just applied. I'm taking the shade Pudding, and it's another cool toned brown, kind of a little bit darker than the shade we used before. I'm just using that to deepen up the crease even further, bringing it down just a little bit lower, but mostly just blending it in with that shade Mousse that I used before, just to make sure the two shades blend nicely together. I just want that crease to kind of stand out a little bit more. I'm going in with this shade Truffled, which is a darker brown, but it's more of a warm tone. And then I'm taking this really flat, small liner brush, and I'm going to use that just to deepen and define our crease a little bit more. Just because we're getting so close to the lid space, I want to be very careful here not to get anything on the lid, and I wanted to kind of wing it out a little bit. So I'm using a really small brush just because I'm not applying concealer after this step. Next, I'm going back in with Peanut Butter, that first shade we originally used, and using a smaller fluffy crease brush to just blend all those shades together so there's no harsh lines or anything. Next, I'm going in with the NYX Glitter Primer. I'll be using this today on my lids instead of concealer. I just like how this works a little bit better. So I'm taking like a flat shader brush, and I'm going to apply that NYX primer with that brush all over the lid just to kind of cut out the crease. I'm being really careful not to get it up into our crease and just keeping it directly on the lid, blending it out until it gets like dried down and tacky so I can apply the eyeshadow to it. Then I'm going to take the shade Butter Pecan, or Pecan, I don't know how you guys want to say it, but it's one of my favorite shades in the palette. And I'm going to take that same flat shader brush that I just used to set down the NYX Glitter Primer with, and I'm going to pop that color all over the lid, even like wing it out a little bit like I did with our crease shade right underneath that. I'm using this small e.l.f. brush. I don't actually have the name for it, unfortunately, and I'm going to mix Coconut Cream and Butter Pecan. I just like those two shades together, and I'm going to use that to highlight the brow bone and inner corner of my eye. Then I'm going in with the shade Licorice, and I'm going to use that to do a wing today. I didn't really feel like using liner, so I'm just taking a really small liner brush, and I'm just going to do a little bit of a wing on the ends of my eyelid, right along the waterline, but I'm not going to take it all the way in.
Okay guys, so now I finished up the eyes. I just went off camera to do that because I added the Ardell accents in 001. I love these. They are the magnetic lashes. I'm just kind of getting used to working with them. I figure I'll finish up doing the rest of my face with you guys. I'm going to use the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. I've been loving this. I am not going to bother with primer today just because I'm not really going anywhere or doing anything right now, so I just kind of wanted to play around with my makeup. I am really happy about how the eye look turned out. I'm not really planning on going anywhere. I just wanted to play around with my makeup and do something a little bit different. I've tried doing cut creases a few times. This is the way that works best for me because I kind of have like hooded eyelids and like downturned eyes, which is also why I prefer the accent lashes, because it's better with hooded eyelids to accent the outer edges versus covering this all up. Like if I were to take eyeliner and do it really thick going all along my lash line, it would look really bad on me because that would mostly be what you're seeing. You wouldn't really get to see the eyeshadow very well. So I've been practicing doing that. This is the way the cut creases look best on me, I think anyways. Some of you had requested that I do like a beginner series, so I figured I'd do this easy cut crease. This eye look probably took me like 5 minutes, honestly. I mean, I obviously have to edit things out and so that this video doesn't take forever, so you guys don't really get to see that. But this was not difficult for me to do at all. And now that I've practiced putting on these lashes, they are just so easy to apply. Now that I've practiced, there's been a lot of trial and error. I'll get into that in another video. I want to just solely talk about the lashes, and if I can figure out a really great way to teach you guys how to do it easier, then I will. Next, I'm going to go in with my butter bronzer. I just want to warm up the face a little bit. I'm not going to be precise contouring, so I'm using my big fluffy Real Techniques brush. I've been starting to do this again just to warm up my face a little bit. I just really like doing this. I used to do it over the summer a lot instead of doing that precise, more precise like contouring. Sometimes I take like a cooler shade and contour here and then do the bronzer. I'll do a whole nother video on that another time. I'm going to add a little bit of blush. I'm going in with the Essence Satin Touch Blush in Satin Coral. This is just like one of my favorite shades. I wish that they would come out with more. Maybe there are more. I need to look online because I love this blush, but at my Ulta, there's only like 2 different shades. And the other one I'm just not feeling right now. It's more of a dark mauve shade. And with how light my skin is, I just don't really like to go for those mauve tones. Then I'm going in with the e.l.f. Heart Defensor Highlight. I love this highlighter. I've been obsessing over it. I feel like it just gives me such a pretty glow. Like, I've just been using the white shade lately. And look at that highlight. I just think it's like stunning. I don't know. It's been a while since I've gone in with a matte liquid lipstick, so I'm just going in with my favorite NYX Push Up. So yeah guys, that's it for this look. I really hope you guys like it. It was so quick and easy to do. I've literally just been sitting here for I think like 15, 20 minutes maybe, and I've gotten this whole full face of makeup done, and I did the cut crease. It really didn't take me long at all. This is just my quick way of doing it. I feel like I really enjoy using like the NYX glitter primer. Obviously you wouldn't use this if you were doing like a matte shade on it, but I don't really like going in with the concealer. I just feel like it's too thick and I just don't feel like it works well for me. I feel like it's so much easier to just freehand this. I mean, you saw how careful I was with the crease being precise, going slightly above it, and then using a smaller brush as I lowered it and kind of winging it out. I feel like it's so much easier than most of the techniques that I've tried using, so I just wanted to share with you guys how I like to do a cut crease. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Bye guys.